Welcome to the City of Long Beach 2026 State of the City. Please rise for the presentation of colors and the Pledge of Allegiance, led by Poly High School ROTC and Girl Scout Troop 15694.
March. Color guard, halt. Mark time, march. Right turn, march. Color guard, halt. Present, colors.
Ready, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Carry, colors. Mark time, march. Right turn, march. Forward, march.
You may now be seated.
As long as you keep your head to the sky, you can win. As long as you keep your head to the sky. Be optimistic. Don't give up and don't give in. Although it seems you never win, you will always rise the test. As long as you keep your head to the sky, you can win. You can win. As long as you keep your head to the sky, you can win. You can win. Yes, you can. As long as you keep your head to the sky, be optimistic. When in the midst of sorrow, you can see up when looking down. A brighter day tomorrow will bring. Yeah. You hear the voice of reason telling you this can never be done. No matter how hard reality seems, just hold on to your dreams. Don't give up and don't give in. Though it seems you never win, you will always pass the test as long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win. As long as you keep your head to the sky. And win. You can win. As long as you keep your head to the sky. Be optimistic. Be optimistic. Oh, if things around you crumble, oh no, you don't have to stumble and fall. Keep pushing on and don't you look back. Hey, I know the storms and strife cloud your outlook on life. Just look ahead and you'll be inspired to reach higher and higher. You will always do your best. If you learn to never say never, let me down but turn around. That's what optimistic is all. Don't give up and don't give in. Although it seems you never win, you will always have to test as long as you keep your head to the sky. You can, as long as you keep your head to the sky. To the sky. You can win. As long as you keep your head to the sky. To the sky. Yeah. As long as you keep your head to the sky. Be optimistic. As long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win. As long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win. As long as you keep your head to the sky. You can win. As long as you keep your head to the sky. Be optimistic.
Please welcome to the stage the First Lady of Long Beach, Dr. Nina Richardson.
Good evening and welcome to the 2026 Long Beach State of the City. Let's begin by giving another round of applause to the incredible youth artists who blessed us with that beautiful rendition of Optimistic. A song that reminds us that as long as we keep our heads to the sky, we all win. Thank you to Wilson, Poly, Renaissance, and Jordan High Schools, the Antioch Church of Long Beach, and all the talented youth singers who took the stage. Tonight is a celebration of Long Beach and of the people who make this city special. I want to start by acknowledging our city leadership and elected officials who are with us this evening. Please join me in recognizing City Attorney Don McIntosh, City Prosecutor Doug Halbert, City Auditor Laura Dowd, and City Manager Tom Modica, our Vice Mayor Roberto Uranga, and all 9 members of the Long Beach City Council, Councilwoman Mary Zendejas, Councilwoman Cindy Allen, Councilwoman Christina Duggan, Councilmember Daryl Supernaw, Councilwoman Megan Kerr, Councilwoman Dr. Suli Saro, Councilwoman Tanur Thrash Intuk, and Councilwoman Dr. Joni Ricks Odie. We are also honored to be joined by elected leaders from across our region. And to our neighbors from across the city, Uptown, Downtown, East Long Beach, West Long Beach, and Central Long Beach, we welcome you today. To our education community, Long Beach State, Long Beach Unified School District leaders, including President Diana Craighead and Board Member Maria Lopez. And Long Beach City College leaders, including President Uduak Joe Intuk, Vice President Dr. Annette Morton, Trustee Vivian Malalulu, and Student Body President Prince Bass. Thank you so much for joining us and for shaping the next generation. And to our business leaders, nonprofit partners, labor leaders, youth leaders, and community advocates, thank you so much for the work you do every day to move this city forward. Long Beach is joined by our partners from around the world. And tonight, we are thrilled to welcome the Council General and Chief Representatives from Greece, Ireland, Denmark, Azerbaijan, Bangladesh, Croatia, Finland, India, Iraq, Kenya, the Netherlands, Peru, Poland, Romania, and Senegal. I also want to give a special recognition to the senior diplomatic representatives from Belgium, China, and Quebec, who are also joining us this evening. So this evening marks another State of the City, and it's so hard to believe that 3 years have passed since we first shared the stage with one another. We have made a commitment to ensuring opportunity reaches every part of our city, a commitment we really share as a family. And in that time, our daughters have grown, our routines have changed, and our connection to this city has deepened. Raising 2 young daughters in Long Beach has been one of our greatest privileges in our entire life. And this community is helping shape how they see the world with empathy, curiosity, and a belief in opportunity. And each year, it takes an extraordinary amount of work to bring this moment together. So I want to thank the Long Beach Convention Center team, Visit Long Beach, special events, and the many city staff who make this production possible. And a very special thank you to our mayor's team, to Shauna Stevens, who has led this effort from the very beginning with us. So this year's theme is a future built by all of us. And for me, that theme is very real. So throughout my entire career in higher education, I've worked every day with students who come to our community from all over the world. They arrive with different backgrounds, with different stories, and with different dreams. But they all come here for the same reason, and that's an opportunity. And what I've learned is this: futures are built in places where people feel like they belong, where difference is treated as a strength, and where opportunity is expanded, not restricted. So tonight's theme, thank you. So tonight's theme is a future built by all of us, and that's a reminder that Long Beach has always been that kind of a place. A city strengthened by global perspectives, by shared responsibility, and by the belief that when everyone has a seat at the table, the entire city moves forward. which is why it's so fitting that before we hear from my husband, our mayor, we hear from the voices of the future. So please join me in welcoming 3 outstanding student leaders representing the heart of Long Beach's education community: Long Beach State, Long Beach City College, go Vikings, and Long Beach Unified School District, the very future we are building together. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chimnazmet Marijuana. I serve as a student board member for Long Beach Unified School District's Board of Education. I'm a senior at McBride High School and plan to major in neuroscience in the fall to pursue a career in medicine, continuing my passion for service, civic engagement, and advocacy beyond the classroom. To me, a future built by all of us is made evident in the Long Beach College Promise, a partnership with Long Beach Unified School District, Long Beach City College, and the California State University of Long Beach. The Long Beach College Promise brings quality education and long-term community support to every single Long Beach Unified School District student by providing us with tuition assistance and academic guidance to make higher education both affordable and accessible to LBUSD graduates of all backgrounds. This program gives the very diverse student population of Long Beach the opportunity to dream big, to have grand aspirations, and the tools to accomplish our wildest dreams, with the hopes, of course, of one day giving back to the city that raised and sustained us. Long Beach is a city that invests in its youth and believes in the future that is built by all of us. Thank you.
Talofa and Fakalofalahiatu. My name is Elipise Leatawa, and I serve as a student trustee at Long Beach City College, the first trustee ever of Pacifica descent. I'm a proud first-generation college student, currently triple majoring in psychology, sociology, and political science, the proud daughter of hardworking immigrants from Samoa and a proud Compton native. To me, a future built by all of us is the Long Beach Housing Promise. The Long Beach Housing Promise works to make safe, affordable housing a real expectation for students in Long Beach and their families. For Pacifica families like mine, housing often means working multiple jobs just to afford rent with little room to get ahead. Long Beach is breaking down barriers and building opportunity for a future built by all of us.
My name is Khaled Albazi, and I serve as ASI Chief Diversity Officer at Cal State Long Beach. Go Beach! I'm a senior graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Molecular Cell Biology and Physiology, and a first-generation college student. Raised by a single mother, I saw firsthand the sacrifices it takes to create opportunity. At CSULB, I've completed over 2,000 hours of clinical service as a CNA and emergency medical technician, strengthening my commitment to education and health equity. To me, a future built by all of us is the Long Beach Jobs Promise. The Long Beach Jobs Promise gives graduates of our local higher education institutions priority for jobs with the city of Long Beach, connecting education to meaningful public service careers. Long Beach is investing in the next generation of public servants and building a future we all share. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage Alina Richardson.
This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Before I start, my dad told me that if I mess up, it's okay, because this is Long Beach, and we are all family here. Thank you to the student leaders who just spoke. You represent the future of this city, and it's a future we can be excited about. I'm honored to be here tonight because this is my city too. I'm standing here tonight because I live in a city that believes in young people. They believe the future matters. My mom and dad always remind us that we can accomplish whatever we set out to do, as long as we work hard, treat people right, and never stop learning. And because of this city, kids like me get to grow up believing we belong here. We get to grow up in Long Beach, a place where our neighbors care about one another, and a future where every child has the opportunity to reach our highest and best potential. So now, it's my turn to pass the microphone to someone who's been working hard to build that future at City Hall and at home. Please welcome my dad and our mayor, Rex Richardson.
What's up, Long Beach? Happy New Year, everybody. Alina, let's hear it from my daughter for that incredible introduction. You did a great job. I almost feel like she needs to go ahead and deliver the state of the city tonight. But in all seriousness, what she said is important. This is her city. Tonight is about the future that we're building together. For her, for Mila, and for every young person growing up in our city. I want to recognize the First Lady of Long Beach, my wife, Dr. Nina Richardson. Thank you so much. And yes, Mila Rose is making an appearance tonight too, so it's a full Richardson family affair tonight. That's right. But most importantly, thank you to all of you for being here, for believing in our city, and for showing up for Long Beach. Tonight, as your mayor, I'm here to report on the state of our city, where we've been, where we're going, and how together we're building a future that works for all of us. Before we talk about our progress, and we have a lot to cover tonight, we want to acknowledge the moment that we're living through. 2025 was not an easy year. Devastating wildfires impacting our region, a hostile federal administration creating uncertainty and fear for working families and immigrants, to a constant stream of disinformation, making it harder than ever to separate fact from fear. Many people feel anxious about what tomorrow might bring. And yet, despite that, Long Beach, whenever we're tested, we unite and respond. Residents opened their hearts and donated generously to wildfire relief. Neighbors organized rapid response networks to protect immigrant families. Students marched and demonstrated for the dignity and the rights of their family members. Nonprofits, faith groups, labor leaders, partners, volunteers stepped up to make sure families didn't go hungry when basic assistance was at risk. And every day, our public servants, our first responders, librarians, educators, maintenance workers continued to show up delivering the services that our families depend on. That's right. When our city is tested, we don't turn on each other. We show up for one another. The state of our city is strong because our people are strong. Now, we're strongest when we stand together across neighborhoods, across cultures, across generations, grounded in the belief that every resident deserves dignity and safety and opportunity, no matter their zip code, their background, or their identity. A family, a future where every family and every young person and every small business can thrive, no matter how they pray, no matter who they love, where they were born, or what language they speak. Now, that future doesn't happen by chance. It's a future that's built by all of us. Whether you lived here your whole life, or you came here in search of opportunity, or like me, you came here as a college student and chose to put down roots here, we're all here for the same reason. We believe in this city, a place where quality of life and opportunity isn't just a promise, it's a priority. We're home to the nation's largest seaport, America's coolest airport, one of 3 cities in California with its own public health department. And we've been recognized as the #1 digital city in America 5 years running. But what defines our city isn't a list of accomplishments and accolades. It's the people, the builders, the innovators, the dreamers who show up every day and make this city work. From Space Beach, aerospace and aviation companies pushing the boundaries of education, of innovation. Artists, musicians, creatives who shape Long Beach's identity as a global cultural hub. To students, to workers, entrepreneurs, immigrant communities who show up seeking opportunity and stay to help build a resilient economy that strengthens our region, our state, our nation. If we're building a future for everyone, we have to start with the people who will inherit it, the next generation. We've opened doors for young people, real pathways to careers, leadership, stability. And since taking office, we've nearly doubled funding for the Youth Power Participatory Budgeting, putting real decisions about public dollars into the hands of young people. We opened Future LB, Youth Career Services Center, offering paid internships, job training, career exploration, connections to union apprenticeships for our local youth. And through our Long Beach Public Service Corps Fellowship, we're helping young people launch their careers with the city of Long Beach and into public service. Since we launched this program, we've invested $1.1 million in paid fellowships, placing young people across 23 city departments. Fellows like Kayla Brooks, who spent her fellowship in the Office of Youth Development, and she's now working in the health department as a full-time Cal-AIM housing navigator. Or Nathaniel Matthew served his fellowship in our Human Resources Department, where he gained hands-on educational experience. Now, he's a full-time admin analyst in the same department where he got his start. These are young people from our own communities. And now we're in our third cohort, 52 new fellows gaining experience, mentorship, a clear pathway to city government. These are young people from our local schools and institutions. And because opportunity means very little without stability, we built the Youth Shelter and Navigation Center, the city's first permanent shelter for young people experiencing homelessness, a critical step to achieve our goal of ending homelessness by 2030. This center will provide temporary shelter, mental health support, workforce programs for people aged 18 to 24, and is preparing to welcome students this spring. When we intervene in the lives of young people facing housing instability, it's not just intervening in that moment. We prevent an entire lifetime of homelessness and instability. But the truth is, youth homelessness doesn't start with youth. It starts with families who can't afford to stay. A future built by all of us starts with a home.
Long Beach has always been home for me. Long Beach raised me, this is my home, but life hasn't always been easy for me. There was a time I was homeless, and I went to the city for help, and they put me in Heritage Gardens apartments. When I needed help, Long Beach showed up for me. Now I have a stable, affordable apartment at Heritage Gardens. I have a dining room, I have a view, I can walk to church, and I can walk to my niece's house. This is home, but now that I have stability, I can focus on my future.
I am a journeyman laborer for LIUNA Local 1309, and I live in North Long Beach. Building affordable housing isn't just my job, it's how I give back to my own community. When we build close to home, that means our wages stay here. It means more time with our families. But more than that, it's about pride. Years from now, I'll be able to tell my kids I helped build that.
What Long Beach is doing stands out because it's not just about building housing. It's about preventing homelessness, investing in people, and moving faster than the moment demands. Cities across LA County are paying attention because this is what leadership looks like.
Stable housing doesn't just start with a roof. It's about dignity. It's about opportunity, a future you can plan for. I know this. So this is, are you going to do this the whole time, or are we going to be able to continue the state of the city this evening? Are we going to continue the state of the city, y'all? Do you all want to keep hearing about the state of our city and the city of Long Beach? I hear you, sir. Feel free to come to the city council meeting, and we're happy to have that conversation. All right. Okay. Last warning. All right. Okay. I'll be right back. We're going to continue the state of the city in just a moment. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage Mayor Rex Richardson.
Thank you so much. Hey, thank you so much. We're going to deliver this state of the city tonight, no matter how many times it takes. So we're talking about housing. Stable housing isn't just about a roof. It's about dignity and opportunity. It's a future you can plan for. I know this firsthand because I've lived on both sides of that line. As a kid, my family moved around a lot. I was a new kid in 14 different schools across 5 different states. Eventually, all that movement carried us here to Southern California. My mom, my siblings, myself on a Greyhound bus. I remember staring out of the window on that bus ride as miles went by. The hum of the engine, the rhythm of the road, wondering where we were driving toward and what would it be like in the land of dreams in California. When we arrived, our new beginning was modest. It was a small apartment, just enough space. We shared the responsibility. We shared bills. We shared sacrifice. Everyone contributed what they could. It wasn't fancy, but it was home, and it was ours. Many of you have heard me tell this story before, and I share it not because it's ancient history. It's what thousands of Long Beach families are living right now, working hard, holding on, and hoping stability is around the corner. That stability for us came in the form of a 2-bedroom apartment. It changed everything for my family. It's how my mom became a union nurse's aide. It's how my sister and I went to college. It's how I was able to eventually settle in Long Beach and put on a path to buy a home in North Long Beach. That's what we're building for. Long Beach families are fighting for that same chance right now. Seniors on a fixed income, parents stretched thin, young artists who can't afford to stay in the city that they grew up. And I'll be honest, a decade of rising housing costs in California doesn't reverse overnight. But Long Beach, we're not waiting for someone else to fix it. We're building. And over the past 3 years, we've approved more than 5,000 housing units, more than any 3-year period since the 1980s. And in 2025 alone, we completed 1,200 new homes, approved 747 backyard units. Now that is more than any city in California per capita. That's right. And among the 14 largest cities in the state, Long Beach has had the 3rd lowest rent increase over the past 3 years. And after sharp spikes in rent growth is finally beginning to slow because supply is catching up. But it's not about the numbers. It's about what those numbers make possible. I recently sat down with Ernesto Reyes, a longtime Long Beach resident and veteran, in the condo he just purchased with support from our first-time homebuyer program. Ernesto saved for years. He did the hard work. And with a $25,000 grant from the city, he's now a homeowner with stability under his feet and the ability to plan for what comes next. Ernesto is not a statistic. That's a life changed. In North Long Beach, we're working with Councilwoman Tanua Thrash Intook in partnership with Supervisor Janice Hahn to reimagine the Carmelitos, LA's first public housing development built under the New Deal, into a next generation public housing, a mixed income, community designed social housing campus, homes, parks, schools, services shaped by the people who live there. Not displacement, not gentrification, transformation, led by the community. Now that's not growth for growth's sake. That's building with intention. Because here's what I believe. Stability shouldn't be a privilege. It's a foundation, and every family in Long Beach deserves a chance to build it. Housing and homelessness are two sides of the very same crisis. You can't solve one without directly confronting the other. 3 years ago, on this stage, I declared a state of emergency on homelessness, and we got to work. By this spring, Long Beach will have increased city-provided shelter beds by 84% spread across every council district over the last 3 years. That's right. Alongside hundreds more through partnerships with the Long Beach Rescue Mission at Lydia House and with Link at Zephyr and with LA County with Crescent. And we've expanded our outreach through systems like our mobile access centers and street teams, mental health clinicians who reach people where they are. All of that together, outreach, shelter, it's working. Long Beach has now seen consecutive years of declining street homelessness, people living in tents on our streets for the last consecutive years. Some of our most challenging encampments, Harvey Milk Park, Lincoln Park, Veterans Park, Gumbiner Park, Houghton Park in my neighborhood, have been restored for public use. But let's be clear, you can't shelter your way out of a homelessness crisis. As long as people keep slipping into homelessness faster than we can lift them out, we're not solving the problem. We're just managing it, and that's not good enough. This year, Long Beach is shifting upstream to prevention. Upstream LB is our plan to stop homelessness before it starts, focused on people at most risk. That's seniors on fixed income. That's young people aging out of the foster care system. That's families one emergency away from losing everything. Now, I want to speak directly to our seniors. You've worked your whole life. You paid rent for decades. You should not lose your home because Social Security check doesn't stretch as far as it used to. Upstream LB is for you. Rental assistance for seniors up to 2 years so you can stay housed and age in place with dignity. We are also protecting tenants' rights through a historic $2 million investment in right to counsel and settlement assistance, legal help to fight eviction before families lose everything. Let's hear it for the Long Beach housing justice community and Libre for stepping up, holding us accountable, advocating for Long Beach families. That's right. As chair of the LA County Affordable Housing Solutions Agency, I fought to bring these resources home. More than $16 million annually for Long Beach, dedicated to prevention, housing, and stability. We're doing this work in the middle of a funding crisis. The state funding has been cut in half. Federal funding, uncertain. The safety net is fraying just as more families need it. But in Long Beach, we're not retreating. We're leading. preventing homelessness before it starts, stabilizing people in crisis, building real pathways to permanent housing. That's our plan. We're not just responding to the crisis anymore. We're building a future that doesn't have to happen in the first place. For most residents, progress isn't measured in progress or budgets, and measured on whether you feel safe walking outside at night, whether the streetlights work, whether your trash gets picked up on schedule, whether the help arrives in moments where you need it. 3 years ago, our city had a problem that affected all of our neighborhoods. We couldn't hire fast enough. Positions sat vacant for months, departments were understaffed, residents felt the impact. So we asked voters to help us fix it, and you did, with overwhelming support. Measure JB, the Long Beach Job Promise, is one of the most ambitious local hiring reforms in the country. We streamlined hiring across departments. We created a robust local preference program. For the first time, our city is prioritizing hiring of Long Beach residents and students, creating real pathways for the people who live in our city to serve our city. Long Beach is now operating with a 90-day hiring standard for most key positions. That's down from 7 months, allowing us to compete for talent and staff up faster. That's what you did. Now I want to talk about public safety. And I want to start by being honest. I've heard from residents who are frustrated, who've had their cars broken into and their businesses hit, or who just don't feel safe walking to the store at night. And when that happens to you, no statistic makes it okay. I'm not here to tell you that experience, we get into that. That's coming next. You guys want to hear about ICE? It's coming next. We're going to get through this speech tonight one way or the other. We're going to talk about that next. Well, we'll be right back. We'll continue the show in a moment.
Greetings, everyone. Please take your seats. We are getting ready to begin our program. Please welcome to the stage Mayor Rex Richardson.
All right. Well, I want to thank all of you. I love you. But these are serious times we're living through, and we get it. So what we shouldn't be doing is their job for them by dividing ourselves. We should be sticking together. That's what we should be doing in this minute. That's how Long Beach makes it through. So for those who want to hear what we're going to hear the rest of the presentation, we're going to pick up and talk about public safety. We're going to talk about what's happening in our communities with ICE around our country, and we're going to continue through our presentation because we have a lot of great things to share with you. So what we left off on is that we know people have concerns about safety, whether they feel safe in their communities. And I'm not here to tell you that your experience doesn't matter just because crime numbers or crime trends are trending down. What I am here to tell you is what we're going to do about it, and that we're not letting up. Over the past 3 years, we've rebuilt police department staffing after a very difficult time during the pandemic. That's 200 new officers, more than any 3-year period in our department's history. And since 2023, Long Beach has completed 4 full-time police academies. And just this weekend, on Saturday, we opened our new Police Training Academy campus, a state-of-the-art modern training campus, sized to train up to 100 officers at a time. So the pipeline doesn't slow down, just as we're beginning to bring more people into public service. And we welcomed Class 100 just yesterday at that campus. With 98 recruits, it's the largest police academy in our city's history. And at a time when cities are struggling to recruit employees, Long Beach chose to compete and to lead. We built one of the strongest recruitment packages in California, including childcare and housing, because we don't just want officers who work here. We want officers who live here. We want first responders who raise families here and who are invested in the neighborhoods that they're serving. This has been an ongoing priority with discussions with both police and fire departments. And to share more on that, please welcome to the stage Chief of Police Wally Hebish and Fire Chief Dennis Buchanan. Got it.
Thank you, Mayor. Tonight, you're all greeted by more than 40 of our very own Long Beach Police Explorers and Cadets, as well as several members of the Youth Fire Corps. Look at these kids. These are all young leaders who are learning the basics of public service. And this year alone, the Long Beach Police Department has tripled the number of explorers in our program, another historic record. These programs reflect our commitment to expanding pathways into service careers and leadership development for our local Long Beach youth. These amazing young people represent the future of public safety in the city of Long Beach.
Thank you, Chief Hebish. So if we want to hire the next generation of public servants, we have to start early. So through programs like the Police Explorer and the Youth Fire Corps, we continue recruiting, training, and hiring our future public servants and public safety professionals. Thank you again, Mayor Richardson and our City Council for investing in the future built by all of us. Thank you. Good job, guys. Looking good, huh?
All right. See all those young people? That's right. It's clearly a theme tonight when we talk about the future. So as we improve staffing, we're able to protect our community more, put more folks, public servants out in our street, expand high crime focus teams, prevent violence before it happens. But more officers, that's one answer, but that's not the only answer. We've expanded community crisis response teams, putting clinicians and mental health professionals on calls that need care, not enforcement. That means people in crisis get the right help, and officers focus on preventing and responding to crime. Now, the results are real. This past summer, typically the most challenging months for any big city while school is out, Long Beach experienced one of the safest summers in years. By the end of 2025, Long Beach reported a 26% reduction in homicides compared to the previous year. Shootings are also down from the year before. We're talking 36%. And when you go back to 2021, 52% since 2021. Burglaries also saw a significant reduction, 40% for the previous year. 21% decline in residential burglaries. 50% decline in commercial burglaries on our small businesses. These recent trends are consistent with double-digit reductions in violent crime over the course of the past 20 years. And we closed out 2025 without a single officer-involved shooting, which is the lowest number ever recorded in the verifiable history of the Long Beach Police Department. This progress is rooted in prevention, professionalism, and respect for human life. And this should not be the exception. This should be our standard. We've also committed to transparency. We've launched a new public crime dashboard so residents can have access to clear information, real trends, and facts needed to hold us accountable. And I'm not here to tell you that we're done. I'm here to tell you that we're not stopping until the data and your daily experience match. I want to thank Chief Hebish and every member of the police department for their dedication. And I want to thank you for continuing to hold us accountable. Thank you. But I also want to be clear about something. Public safety isn't just about crime rate and response. For a lot of our families, safety means being able to go to work without fear. It means sending your kids to school knowing they'll come home. It means accessing city services without worrying about who's watching. That's why we strengthened our Long Beach Values Act twice this year in response to escalated enforcement actions targeting our diverse immigrant communities, ensuring that no city resources are used to aid ICE, and holding all city departments and contractors to the very same standard. These actions ensure residents can trust and access city services, send their children to school and work, making sure that they can engage their government without fear. And you all stepped up to help. We launched the Neighbor Supporting Neighbors Fund through the generosity of our community and raised $200,000 in Long Beach to provide direct needs support and assistance to our community-based organizations. I want to thank the California Community Foundation, Gumbiner Foundation, the LA County Federation of Labor, Long Beach Chamber of Commerce, SEIU 721, the LAOC Building Trades, and many of Long Beach families who stepped up to help our immigrant community in this moment. Now, these funds are reaching people through trusted partners, Centro Cha, Orale, Filipino Migrant Center, the United Cambodian Community. And there's more. We adopted the Defending Long Beach Values Plan, directing $5 million toward legal services, housing stability, and financial support. This is the largest investment of any city in LA County. We've clarified which cities, spaces, are ICE-free zones, the first city in the county to do so. We train employees on response protocols. We're partnering with businesses on Know Your Rights education. We've joined federal lawsuits challenging unlawful enforcement actions. I want to thank our city attorney, Don McIntosh, for leading our legal strategy, and Congressman Robert Garcia, ranking member of the House Oversight Committee, for hosting a hearing where we told Congress the truth, that these practices are reckless and inhumane. Long Beach will stand with our immigrant families, no matter who's in the White House. What makes a city safe is not how much fear it generates, it's how much trust it earns. Fear has been used as a governing tool before. America has seen this pattern before. When slave catchers were empowered to hunt human beings in the name of the law, it was wrong. When police dogs were unleashed on civil rights protesters, it was wrong. When farm workers were rounded up and silenced to protect an economy that depended on their labor, it was wrong. And if it was wrong then, it can't be right now. So let me say this unequivocally clear. Let me say this directly and unequivocally clear. ICE does not belong in our city. ICE does not belong in our hotels. ICE does not belong in our schools, not in our places of worship, not in our places of work, not in Long Beach, period. Now let me tell you why. I hear you, brothers and sisters. I hear you. Let's keep talking about it. We just said that, but we appreciate you. We'll say it again. If you let me talk, I'll let you finish, all right? Thank you very much. So, the reason why this is so important for all of us to focus on is because the presence undermines the trust that our community holds together. It doesn't make us safer, as we've seen so clearly from the chaos caused by ICE. Here at home, in communities across the country, Minneapolis, Portland, we've seen the impacts of what happens. Any law that relies on intimidation and secrecy and racial profiling to implement order to be successful should be no law at all. Long Beach will always choose trust over fear. So again, I'll say it again because they asked me to say it again. So I'll be unequivocally clear. Long Beach stands with our immigrant communities. We will do everything in our power to protect all of our Long Beach residents today and in the future. Now, safety also means being able to live openly as your full self. For our LGBTQ residents, Long Beach communities continue to lead with intention. We're continuing to collect better data for our queer residents all across our city departments, because delivering services that address our community's needs start with seeing people as they are. We recognize our Pride Progress flag, a lasting part of Long Beach's Pride Month at the Civic Center. And under Councilwoman Cindy Allen's leadership, Long Beach formally recognized Transgender Day of Remembrance. And for the third consecutive year since taking office, Long Beach earned a perfect score on the Human Rights Campaign Municipal Equality Index, a national recognition of our commitment to protect and uplift and celebrate our LGBTQ residents. Now, these are not symbolic gestures. They're commitments to safety, to dignity, to belonging. Now I want to talk about another kind of safety. What happens when you call for help? Our Long Beach Fire Department is proof of what's possible when you invest in staffing and in systems. For the first time, Long Beach Fire is staffing ahead of retirements instead of chasing vacancies. That means fewer gaps, safer conditions, faster response times. And because most 911 calls today are medical emergencies, we've expanded our paramedic capacity. And through a historic new labor agreement with our firefighters, we've improved compensation and expanded service at the first time, something that has never happened before. This partnership has allowed us to put more paramedics on the street. As a result, with the addition of full-time Paramedic Rescue 2, Peak Load Rescue 13, and Paramedic Assessment Unit Fire Engine 11 that started in December, we now have expanded emergency response capacity across our entire city, and Long Beach has more rescue resources on the street than any point in our history. I want to recognize our firefighters, our Chief Dennis Buchanan, all the incredible women and men in the Long Beach Fire Department. Let's hear it for them. Now, Building safer and healthy communities also means delivering the everyday services that our residents depend on. Trash pickup, street repair, tree trimming. These services are delivered by city workers who keep Long Beach running. 3 years ago, we had 17 refuse haulers doing the work of about 40. They were exhausted. Services suffered. Our residents noticed. Today, the Division of Refuse Operators is fully staffed. We've brought on more temporary operators to expand the capacity even further. And as we continue to expand into green bin organic collection, we'll continue this commitment, ensuring routes are covered, services flexible, and most importantly, our workers are respected. From hiring reforms, public safety, crews who pick up your trash, that is a city that's doing its job. And a future built by all of us asks for us to do more than that. It asks us to clean the air, fix the streets, and make sure every kid has a safe place to play. For families in West Long Beach, air quality isn't an abstract issue. It's asthma inhalers. It's missed school days. These families have lived closest to the port for generations. And that's why we launched the West Side Promise Initiative with Vice Mayor Roberto Uranga, a commitment to cleaner air, better health outcomes, and real economic opportunity on the West Side. Now, in terms of clean air, this year, we delivered something communities have demanded for many years: a historic partnership, a new standard, and an enforceable agreement between the ports of Long Beach and Los Angeles and the South Coast Air Quality Management District. This means faster zero-emission infrastructure. It means cleaner air for surrounding frontline communities, and a port that leaves nationally while protecting good-paying jobs right here at home. We also broke ground on Pier B on-dock rail facilitation yard, which moves 35% of cargo by rail. It's just a number. What does that mean? That means we're reducing truck traffic and cutting emissions and creating more local union jobs in the process. We're also taking on what flows down into our ocean. After years of advocacy, we're moving forward with a trash capture system at the mouth of the Los Angeles River. That's right. And we're bringing forward new rules to hold upstream polluters accountable. That's right. And in partnership with Councilwoman Christina Duggan, we're restoring 150 acres of the Los Cerritos wetlands, transforming former oil fields into accessible coastal open space, the largest expansion of public open space in Long Beach since the creation of El Dorado Park in the 1960s. We're talking about clean air, clean water, more green space than we've seen in 60 years. We're bringing that same focus to our streets. Infrastructure is how we show that people can deliver. Over the past several years, Long Beach has invested more in streets and public infrastructure than any point in our city's history. Through Elevate 28, we're investing more than $1 billion in more than 180 projects to improve streets and parks, community facilities, public spaces. Not just for the 2028 Olympics, but durable improvements that will stay in our city and serve our community for decades. And we're seeing results. Our pavement condition index, it was 56. It's improved to 61, the largest increase since we began tracking. And this year alone, we've completed $21 million of paving, repaired more than 42,000 potholes, and across Long Beach, we've seen major transformations on our corridors: protected bike lanes, safer streets, upgraded transit stops. Artesia Boulevard in North Long Beach, we joined Councilwoman Dr. Joni Ricks-Odie to celebrate a nearly 3.2-mile transformation that's finally complete after a decade in the works, a model for what's to come. Thank you, Councilmember Ricks-Odie. On Clark Avenue, we launched the first major street rehabilitation, reimagining one of the most traveled corridors in our city. And on Studebaker Road, we broke ground with Councilmember Darrell Supernaw at El Dorado Park, bringing that same transformation to East Long Beach. So Studebaker is finally in the works. So that's 3 corridors, 1 standard, streets built for safety and accessibility and for the next generation. Family-friendly infrastructure also means safe streets, especially for students and seniors. Long Beach was selected as one of 7 cities in California to pilot speed cameras in school zones and high-entry corridors. Working with Mobility Committee, led by Councilwoman Megan Kirk, we'll roll this program out with community input and a focus on transparency and equity and privacy protections. The pilot launches summer 2026, starting with education and warning protocols. Because it's not about punishment, it's about prevention. Slower speeds save lives. And while we're about the progress, we're also honest about the work ahead, especially in the neighborhoods, the alleyways that have waited far too long. This year, we're building toward the future with our new city council developing Renew 32, our next 5-year infrastructure plan, guided by one question: what kind of city do we want to leave for the next generation? Now, I don't have to imagine that, because the next generation is already here.
Inspector Gadget. Inspector Gadget.
Yep, come on out. What's up, kids? All right. All right. So, what are you guys doing here?
We've been inspecting your speech.
Okay.
Where's all the fun stuff?
You mean you're not interested in pavement condition indexes?
Where's all the fun stuff?
You want to hear the fun stuff?
Yeah, the fun
All right.
stuff.
Let's check out the fun stuff.
People think infrastructure is boring, so we decided to see for ourselves. Welcome to Infrastructure! Inspection stop number 1, Ramona Park Playground. New playground? Very important. Fun test! Pass! This inspection includes reading and sitting. Perfect for story time. Comfort check passed. This playground is for kids with all abilities. Everyone gets to play. That's the best part. This inspection is intense. New playground and sports court. Sliding power? Excellent. Beach inspection and sports and skating. This location understands fun. Same great libraries, same great adventures. Accessibility check, pass. Long Beach is building big things and fun things. Built for kids, built for families, built for all of us.
All right. I told you guys Mila was going to make an appearance. Let's hear it for all the kids. That was such a fun shoot. We ended up, I told Councilwoman Sorrow, when we got to MacArthur Park, the improvements are so nice, we had a hard time getting the kids to leave to go to the next park. You guys need to check out MacArthur Park. It's incredible what they've done. So we're building parks, we're building playgrounds, we're improving libraries, places where families gather, where kids get to be kids. A city built for families is a city built for kids. And it's a city built for all of us. That includes our downtown, our equator to the Pacific, our waterfront, to the small businesses that make the heart of our city feel alive. Downtowns across California are struggling. Changes in work patterns, shifts in consumer behavior, years of underinvestment have taken a toll. Long Beach isn't immune to that. I've heard from the public servants who work there. I've heard from small business owners who've stayed through everything. We've heard from residents who want to feel safe and proud walking down Pine Avenue at any time of day. I hear you. So we're not waiting for the market to fix itself. We're taking action. Over the past year, we've increased investment in cleaning, outreach, ambassador services. We've addressed long-standing encampments with compassion and accountability. We've seen results. This year, our budget includes $500,000 in new funding, specifically for downtown. And working with Councilwoman Mary Zendejas, let's hear it from Mary. We've launched the Downtown Entertainment Zone pilot. expanding hours and activating public spaces, creating more space for music, entertainment, programming, placemaking, all of that. We're also diversifying because a healthy downtown can't only rely on a single use. We're investing in housing, recruiting professional services back to our city, and welcoming firms like Kimley Horn, one of the nation's premier engineering and design firms, leased an entire floor downtown because they wanted to be where the energy is. The Shamoff Group just invested heavily in downtown by building the iconic Landmark Square building, with plans to convert underutilized office space to new residential units, bringing hundreds of new units and families into our downtown. And we're not stopping there. Long Beach is home to one of the most powerful economic engines in the world, the Port of Long Beach, which is right next to downtown. So over the next decade, we know that global trade across the Pacific is only going to continue to grow. So Long Beach shouldn't just be a place where goods move through. We should be the place where decisions are made. So tonight, I'm announcing Anchor LB, a new strategy to bring international shippers, manufacturers, logistics firms, global partners to relocate their North American operations to right here in downtown. And we're backing this invitation with real incentives, aligning port activity to downtown office leasing, job creation, and workforce training. And to lead this effort, I'm calling on our new CEO of the Port of Long Beach, Dr. Noel Hasagaba. So if you ship through the Port of Long Beach, we want your offices here. If you grow with Long Beach will grow with you. So we have momentum, but we're not stopping. Hotels are opening, businesses are being reimagined, culture is being shaped. And tonight I want to welcome to the stage a team that's bringing a new investment to Pine Avenue, one that represents the fusion of music and food and culture, exactly the kind of energy and commitment that we're talking about. So please welcome to the stage Black Sam and Cordell Brodus and the Marathon team. Who's this? Hey, how you doing? Good, come on in, please. Sam, what's up, dude? Good, come on in. All right, good, come on in. We can't shake everybody, come on in. What's up, y'all? Good. Oh, y'all came deep. All right. You got it.
Definitely appreciate you guys having us. On behalf of the Marathon team, we appreciate all the help from the Broadus family, being very instrumental in connecting us with the mayor's office and just really making it really easy to come in. As Marathon Burger helped us find a location, helped us push everything through. Really, this was the easiest city that we ever were able to open a restaurant in. So we're bringing Marathon Burger to Long Beach. Brought his family, invested with us, and helped us come in as partners. And just want to thank you guys for welcoming us to the city. And I don't want to be long-winded, but this is our team is very honored and appreciative for all the support, and we look forward to opening up March the 1st.
And I just want to say, on behalf of the Broadus family and Snoop Dogg, this will be his first business in the city of Long Beach. Give a round of applause for that. And like Mayor Rex said, it's all about the future of the city, which is why I got my 3 girls on stage and my beautiful wife. So we're looking forward to bringing more opportunities to the city, and we can't wait for the Olympics 2028 to come to Long Beach.
All right, let's hear it for the Marathon team. Appreciate you, brother. You take that. That's good. All right. I see you. Pretty girl. All right. The marathon continues in Long Beach. I really want to thank Black Sam, the Marathon team, the Brodus family for their investment in the city. And, and Cordell's comments about a future built by all of us. It's catching on. This is about the future, all of us together. And nobody believes in our city more than the small business owners who show up every day. I'm hearing directly from business owners across Long Beach. And as a result of our discussions, we've invested nearly $9 million this year to launch the Back to Business Small Business Activation Plan. More access to capital, help activating storefronts, tools to weather economic uncertainty. That includes something no other city in America has done. A tariff emergency relief grant program launched with the Port of Long Beach to support businesses hit by federal trade policy. First in the nation, built right here. And we're protecting the businesses that help build this city. Through our Legacy Business Program, we certify more than 60 longstanding businesses, places that anchor neighborhoods and make Long Beach feel like home. So tonight I want to recognize one that's been in our city for more than a decade. In the audience tonight we have Ken Buck, whose family opened JoJo's more than 100 years ago. And sitting next to him is John Sweeney, whose family has just taken over the helm and committed to ensuring that JoJo's will keep selling pickled eggs for generations to come. That's what the Legacy Business Program is all about, lifting up businesses that we have in our city that make our city feel like home. So let's hear it one more time for Ken, his family, and John for continuing this legacy right here in Long Beach. So we protect what the city built, and we're building what comes next.
Our economy is changing everywhere. Industries that powered our past are being disrupted. The institutions Long Beach families have long depended on, healthcare, public education, are under attack. So the choice before us is simple. Do we stand by and let change happen to us, or do we choose our future? But Long Beach chose a different path, and we rebuilt with intention. Today, we're choosing again to grow an economy designed for what comes next: space, advanced manufacturing, clean technology, entertainment, and welcoming the world to our city. Not by accident, by design. That's what Grow Long Beach is. A strategy to attract innovation, keep jobs here, and make opportunity real in every part of our city. Since 2023, Grow Long Beach has helped bring new employers and investment to our city, creating more than 4,100 good-paying jobs right here. We're investing in the small businesses that give our neighborhoods their character, certifying and supporting more than 60 legacy businesses so they can keep anchoring our communities. And we're restoring confidence in the heart of our city with a downtown recovery roadmap focused on safety, cleanliness, and small business vitality. Because a real economy isn't just measured in job numbers. It's measured by whether young people can see a future here, whether small businesses can survive here, and whether working families can afford to live here. That's the connection. Jobs only matter if the people who are building this city can afford to stay in it. Long Beach isn't backing down from this challenge. We're choosing to build and adapt to create a future that works for the people who call this city home. And we're just getting started.
That's a long close of that video. All right. So, since 2023, Long Beach has become the fastest growing aerospace hubs for innovation in America. 3 years ago, VAST joined us on this stage with a plan to bring 700 jobs to Long Beach in 5 years. They hit that number in 2 years and kept going. And today, VAST employs more than 1,000 workers and has a spacecraft orbiting Earth right now. Let's hear it for VAST, who's in the audience with us today. Tonight, we celebrate the next chapter. VAST has officially taken the keys to a new 76,000 square foot facility, their fourth and largest site in Long Beach, giving them the space to expand, scale production, and continue growing in Long Beach for years to come. Thank you, VAST. But here's what matters most. Since we first introduced VAST 3 years ago, they're no longer the exception. They're part of a broader pattern. Ford Motor Company chose Long Beach. for a new electric vehicle research hub this year. Rocket Lab, Nikon AM Synergy invested $100 million in a new R&D facility. True Anomaly, Ampere, Orbital Operations, Blue Shield of California, they all chose Long Beach. And that's Long Beach, Grow Long Beach in action. We've created more than 4,100 jobs since 2023. High-skill, high-wage jobs that stabilize families and build real wealth in our community. And tonight, we're raising the bar. I'm proud to announce Accelerate by 28, a partnership with the CEOs of our fastest growing companies, our largest commercial developers, and our workforce investment network to create 4,000 more high growth jobs in the next 3 years. That's 8,000 total jobs by 2028. And Long Beach residents trained and ready to fill those positions. And that's the future that we are building. Now, a part of that future is giving people a reason to come here, not just for work, but for experiences that they can't get anywhere else. Long Beach has a feeling. You notice the moment you arrive, it's real, it's warm, it's creative. Big city energy, small town heartbeat, a coastal city that leads with culture, not pretense. Here, diversity isn't our headline. It's everyday life, the food, music, arts, sports, community, all moving together, creating something authentic, unmistakable, and alive. 500,000 people in this city, 500,000 rhythms. Businesses are growing here, visitors return here, residents stay here. And when something moves culture, it moves through our city. Because what we offer isn't manufactured, it's real. It's a vibe. And when a city understands its own vibe, it doesn't just celebrate it. It builds places that lets it breathe and thrive. 2 years ago, a world-class waterfront amphitheater was an idea. Today, it's real. And tomorrow, we finally break ground. So we have some updates for you. The opening show will take place on June 6th. Shows are already being booked, 25 in the first season, and double by year 2. Soon, tickets will be in people's hands. Starting this spring, the amphitheater will serve as the home for the Long Beach Symphony. That's right. Providing many new, exciting, and diverse opportunities featuring performances with world-famous artists, as well as popular full-length feature films. I love going to the Hollywood Bowl to watch movies with my kids. We can do that in Long Beach now. And get this, through public-private partnerships, we've already secured more than $11 million in sponsorships, more than half of the cost it took to build the facility. So that's a one-of-a-kind, first-of-its-kind waterfront venue delivered responsibly. And this amphitheater is being built and operated union. So let's hear it for the building trades and hospitality workers for their hard work and support for this project. I also want to recognize Councilmember Sorrell's leadership and the Long Beach City Council. Long Beach became the first city to adopt an Olympic living wage standard and expand it to our amphitheater so workers can support their families with dignity. And by 2027, the amphitheater will have more than 40 events a year, drawing 350,000 visitors to Long Beach, to eat at our restaurants, to shop in our stores, to stay in our hotels. That's real economic activity, supporting our small businesses, fueling city services. And we're building a pipeline so young people can turn this opportunity into careers. We're launching the Long Beach Creative Corps, paid opportunities in event production, entertainment operations, and the creative economy, and exploring new partnerships with Long Beach City College and IATSE to give our students hands-on experience that can lead to full-time careers in professional stagecraft and in production. This is all about the next generation with access to the industries that were shaping our city. Now, as mayor, moments like this are rare. It doesn't happen, not in one term. And while this dream was an idea 2 years ago, it's coming to reality. And it's proof that when Long Beach takes the arts seriously, culture isn't something we add on, it becomes who we are. That's a future that you can hear and feel and experience built right here. The venues, the infrastructure, the culture. And now, we host the world. That's a city that wins. Long Beach State, men's volleyball, national champions. Acura Grand Prix, 50 years in breaking crowds and breaking records. Youth sports, rugby, track taking national titles. Our high schools continue to dominate in CIF and prep sports, competing and hosting at the highest levels. That's our city. That's Long Beach. And this summer, FIFA World Cup arrives in Southern California. And I'm proud to share that Long Beach will be a part of it. Tonight, I'm sharing with you that Long Beach will host a multi-week World Cup activation, celebration, fan zone on Pine Avenue, bringing thousands of friends to our downtown to watch select 2026 FIFA World Cup matches, and supported by a $378,000 grant from Metro. Let's hear it from Metro for supporting the city of Long Beach. Now, in the coming weeks, we'll share more details, sponsors, event schedule, participating partners. These are thousands of friends. That's thousands of fans and friends. That's downtown activated. And that's just this summer. And then comes the Olympics. Now, it was announced earlier last year that Long Beach will host 11 Olympic and 7 Paralympic sports across 7 venues, more than any city outside of Los Angeles, our partners and the host city. That's 161 events total, 2 million ticketed visitors. That's $9 billion in regional economic impact. That's Long Beach in 2028. And last year, we laid out a strategic roadmap to 2028, a commitment that as the world comes to Long Beach, we deliver an experience that is safe, world-class, and rooted in the benefits for the people who live here. And it's guided by 3 simple principles: fairness, public safety, and leaving our city in a better condition than when we found it. And that means backing our small businesses, investing in arts and culture, and making sure our young people are part of the opportunity. Let's also make this our Olympic moment for mobility, because the games aren't always just about what the world sees for a few weeks. They're about what residents live with for decades. This is about opportunity, and our opportunity to reimagine how people move, not just for visitors, but for the nurses commuting to work, the students getting to class, the families traveling across our city every day. It means more frequent and faster and cleaner A-line service so residents from Long Beach can get to and from downtown Los Angeles for work and entertainment more reliably and with dignity. It means free, seamless transit across our coastline, connecting Olympic venues and neighborhoods and waterfront destinations in a way that is easy and accessible and welcoming for everyone. It also means thinking bigger. Imagine expanded water taxi service, not just between our Long Beach destinations like our amphitheater, but a ferry that links the entire Southern California coastline from Long Beach to San Pedro all the way up the coast to Santa Monica. An affordable, clean alternative that can move people faster than sitting on the 405 freeway in rush hour traffic. Now, if we do this right, the legacy of the games won't be measured in medals or moments. It'll be measured in shorter commutes, cleaner air, connected communities, and a city and a region that finally moves like a global city should. The Olympics are 913 days away. Who's counting? But nations are already choosing Long Beach as home. As we prepare for the games, Long Beach will host international hospitality houses. These are places where countries create cultural homes, welcome athletes and visitors. They invite our community to experience their traditions firsthand. Last year, we announced that Greece, the birthplace of the Olympics, will host its National Hellenic House, the Hellenic House here in Long Beach. That's right. And last month, we added the House of Denmark, a nation that shares our commitment to livability and cycling, with deep ties to Long Beach and the port through our major shipping partners like Maersk. And tonight, we're proud to welcome another nation to our growing international community of hospitality houses. Tonight we say Falcha. Welcome to Ireland. Please join me in welcoming Peter Sherrard, CEO, and Catherine Tiernan, Commercial Director, Olympic Federation of Ireland. Thank you. Congratulations.
Good evening, Mayor. Good evening, Long Beach. We're really honoured and delighted to be here on behalf of the Irish Olympic team to confirm that the City of Long Beach has been selected to host the Irish Olympic House during the entire period of the Olympic Games in 2028.
In Ireland, when we open a hospitality house, it's not just bricks and walls, it's food, music, noise, with top Irish acts every night, a lot of crack, and when I say crack, I mean fun for where we're from. And everybody is welcome.
That's right, Catherine. We plan to make the Ireland House at Ovation Square in Pine Avenue, and thanks to the guys there, the must-see entertainment venue for Olympic fans during the Games. A major focal point for all of the people of Long Beach, the athletes, our families, our government representatives, and Olympic visitors from all over the world right here in Long Beach.
Thanks to the City of Long Beach, we already feel like family. I think we're going to have to ask the Mayor if we can make this permanent. So it depends on how long and how loud you shout if we're going to be here permanently. So let's hear you shout.
So that's the deal. You bring the sunshine, we'll bring the celebration. Thank you, Mayor Richardson, and roll on 2028.
Let's hear it for Ireland coming to the LBC. That's right. We're going to have a great party for Ireland. Greece, Denmark, Ireland, all choosing Long Beach. That's why. That's because this is a great city, and the 2028 Games are also a chance to leave a legacy in place that will inspire future generations of Long Beach youth. That's why this year we're launching the Long Beach Legacy Fund to support youth sports, arts, cultural programs, and workforce development opportunities for the next generation. And we're getting started. The Advisory Council leading this effort will include a number of key partners, Long Beach community leaders, including the Honorable Congressman Alan Lowenthal, Derek Simpson from the Miller Foundation, Carissa Sylvester from the Mayor's Fund, Michelle Byerly, Janet Watt, Bruce McCrae, Double D, Liz Munzer, and Julie Meenan. We want to thank all of you stepping up and working with us on this commitment. And starting tomorrow, you can be a part of the Olympics history too. The official LA28 ticket portal, our registration portal, opens tomorrow. It's your chance to be part of the Olympic history right here at home, starting at $28. So global sports bring global brands. And it's my honor to share more great news with you tonight. That Speedo, the most recognized aquatics brand in the world, has chosen Long Beach to be home of its permanent North American headquarters. Let's hear it for Speedo.
We are Speedo, the world's #1 swim brand. From Bondi Beach to Olympic podiums, we've shaped the way the world swims. Our innovation has powered more Olympic medals than any other brand because we understand the difference between milliseconds and legacies. It's why the best in the world choose Speedo, and why so do millions of everyday swimmers. Because we're more than medals. We're the first suit a child wears when they learn to float. We're the joy of play. We are not just part of the swimming. We shaped it because no one knows bodies in water better than Speedo, and we're just getting started.
All right. Please welcome Joel Harris, President of Speedo North America.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody.
Mayor Richardson, on behalf of our Speedo team, thank you so much for the invite tonight. I can tell you that we are thrilled to be at the heart of the action for the upcoming LA 28 games. Long Beach has such a storied history of aquatics, water sports, from Olympic athletes, swimmers, divers, and water polo players. So when we were looking for our new North American headquarters, we knew we could only be here. We look forward to partnering with you and the city of Long Beach for many years ahead. Thanks.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time
Speedo, welcome to Long Beach. You'll fit right at home here. Let's hear it one more time for Speedo. This makes so much sense because Long Beach is recognized as a center for aquatics. Olympians like Tony Acevedo, 4 members of the U.S. men's water polo team in Paris, all call Long Beach home. Aquatics, it's not just a sport here, it's who we are. And tonight, I want to share news that many of you have been waiting for a long time to hear. After more than a decade of planning and funding challenges and hard conversations, the city of Long Beach is finally moving forward with the rebuild of the Belmont Pool. The Long Beach City Council will consider the final plan for approval on January 20th, ensuring that the project will be completed by summer 2028 in time for the Olympic Games. Designed with equity and accessibility at the center to serve youth in schools and athletes and families from all our neighborhoods across our city. Not just a few, but built for all of Long Beach. From swim lessons for free for kids who never had access to swim lessons. Training space for future champions. And this project honors our history and expands opportunity because in Long Beach, world-class talent should come with world-class access. Now, we're not done. Picture this. A warm summer night. Blair Field lit up. Families in the stands. Kids, hot dogs. A Long Beach team takes the field. Now, this isn't a memory. This is coming this spring. Last year, I proposed to the Long Beach City Council that our city explore opportunities and partner with Long Beach State to bring a professional team to Long Beach. City Council voted unanimously to make it happen. And this year, professional baseball is coming back to the LBC. Now, this is a great team, and they're very creative. And instead of showing up with a name already picked out, they asked Long Beach to choose. Now, I know Long Beach. It is hard to get Long Beach to agree on one thing. Thousands of you participated. Thousands of you weighed in. And tonight, right now, we'll find out together what Long Beach chose. So Long Beach, is it the Parrots? Huh? No? Is it the Regulators? Is it the Long Beach Coast? Well, the votes are in, and check this out.
There are so many things about Long Beach that make it special.
You've got the beach, the pier, the sun, the sand, the surf, the food.
Long Beach is the people.
So much talent, the musicians, the artists, the athletes, skateboarders.
Long Beach has the coolest people on the coast. Our city is diverse.
I've felt more welcome here in this city than I've felt anywhere else in the United States.
Long Beach is for everyone, and I mean that in its core.
It's the kind of place where people are really proud. If somebody is in Texas and somebody asks them where they're from, they're going to say they're from Long Beach.
And when you live here, you're going to know this is the place to be, bro.
It's insane that we don't have any a pro sports team in Long Beach.
Long Beach need a pro baseball team.
A baseball team would be something truly that we can all rally around and something that we can really take pride in because it's our team. It's Long Beach's team.
Long Beach is a sports town.
Long Beach will have a team. I feel like there would be a lot of fans.
Pro baseball is headed to Long Beach, California.
Having this team here is an opportunity for baseball to come alive. I'm really looking forward to sitting in the bleachers with my sons and seeing the reactions from them when they're watching the team take the field.
The Long Beach tidal waves.
Surfers.
Gamers.
Lobsters.
The whitewash.
Let's do it, baby. Let's go.
Long Beach Junior Professional Baseball Team is the Long Beach Ghosts.
Who wouldn't want to be a part of this?
Long Beach, baby. Come on, now let's go.
You know, you know.
Look, you got to do it, folks. Hey, look in the
What's up, Long Beach? This your boy Warren G. Check this out. Each week, what we're gonna do is the coast is gonna change the name and come out as the Long Beach Regulators.
go, you the ghost. Hey, what the? You got to do it, folks. Hey, look in the mirror.
Hey, the name is the coast, the Regulators is the most, and we're gonna keep doing it like that and having a great time and bringing a lot of great baseball to our city, which is Long Beach. So hey, Long Beach Regulators and the coast, mount up! You got to do it.
Your field, your city, your team, and in Long Beach, we get the best of both worlds. It's the Long Beach Coast and the Long Beach Regulators. Now, to share more on this exciting news, let's bring out the leadership of the Long Beach Coast, AKA the Long Beach Regulators. Let's bring out Paul Friedman, Ina Patel, the entire ownership group. Good. All right. Welcome. All right. Like the logo.
Thank you, Mayor Rex, and thank you to the community of Long Beach, our new home. Now, just imagine Blair Field in the summer and a team that belongs to all of us. This team reflects the heart of our city and the community that supports it. We're quickly counting down to opening day, and we can't wait to welcome you all back to Blair Field. As an added bonus tonight, on your way out, please make sure to pick up a complimentary Long Beach Coast baseball hat that you see some of our team wearing tonight. Yeah. Brought to you courtesy of Mayor Richardson, the Long Beach Baseball Club, and our friends at the Long Beach Clothing Company. Cool. We definitely want to see you all on an opening day this summer, June 2nd, 2026. Thanks.
All right. Thank you again. Let's hear it again for Long Beach Baseball Club for investing in Long Beach. I will see you on opening day here in the city of Long Beach. So when I look back and take a step back on where Long Beach is today, it's a city that chooses progress, even when it hasn't been easy. We're a city with an exciting future, moving in the right direction. We've taken on real challenges. We've made real gains. And we've done it the Long Beach way, by working together and not backing down from the work in front of us. But let me be clear, the job's not finished. As long as there are families struggling to get by, neighborhoods still waiting for investment and opportunities left on the table, we won't stop. We'll keep building. We'll keep improving. We'll keep choosing Long Beach, choosing this city to move forward together. The future of Long Beach, future of our city has never been built in a single moment. It's built by people showing up again and again for one another. That's what tonight is all about. Look around this room. What you see tonight, it isn't a city. It's a community choosing each other. Public servants, workers, small business owners, young people, neighbors from every background, every faith, every generation, standing together, building something together. Some of us want to believe that for some of us to win, others have to lose. But that's not Long Beach. They want us to believe that it's us versus them. That for some of us to win, okay, here we go. All right, the family's joined. All right. But they don't know Long Beach like we know Long Beach. We're one of the most culturally diverse cities in America. What's up, Vidal? A city of change makers, culture creators, innovators. We speak hundreds of languages in our city. We come from every corner of the world, and we all belong here. Different backgrounds, different perspectives, all woven together. The same city, even when we don't always agree. And as we prepare to welcome the world, let's show them exactly who we are. A city of belonging, a city with its arms open, a city where everyone has a safe place to live. So when we say a future built by all of us, we mean all of us. And you should never forget that. We want to thank you for your trust, for your resilience, for showing the world what a city can be when it chooses people over fear and unity over division. The state of our city in Long Beach is strong. Now let's go build it together. Thank you.
I've been waiting on the sunset, bills on my mindset, I can't deny it. Getting higher than my income's breadcrumbs. I've been trying to survive. The glow that the sun gets right around sunset helps me realize that this is just a journey. Drop your worries, you are gonna turn out fine. Oh, you turn out fine. Fine, oh, you turn out fine. But you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. You gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down, hey. I know it's hard to remember sometimes, but you gotta keep your head up, oh, and you can let your head down.